What's going on, YouTube? I don't know, I'm just trying to make sense out of this this healthcare thing. And, you know, these high premiums all of a sudden. I mean, my premium went up a little bit last year, but I did notice a significant rise in the deductible. Significant. And now this year, my deductible is about the same, but my premium went up. And I'm kind of lucky because I'm not I'm not on a family plan. You know, so it's not as hard for me. But being the only one in the house with an income, it still makes it a little rough. Every dollar that bumps up into my paycheck definitely makes it a little harder. But you know, I'm just kind of wondering, you know, because I've been watching Fukushima since the day it exploded on 3/12/11, and nobody doing shit about it. It really wasn't on the news at all. You know, they showed a couple of pictures of plants, supposedly the hydrogen explosions, but you know, it looked nuclear to me. I don't know. And sending a plume of fucking you know, uranium up in the air, whatever it is, plutonium, Pu, all over the place, Pu'd all over us, and we're downwind. You know, I was watching, you know, Nice Still, and I met Kevin Blanch. He's a great guy, screaming from the rooftops. He even got on top of his roof, one of his videos, because that's what everybody should be doing, screaming from the rooftops, but we haven't. We just let the fucking thing melt down. And now we're going to pay the consequences. And you could point the blame wherever you want. It doesn't matter anymore. You could point the blame. It just doesn't matter who you point the blame at. They're never going to be held responsible. And you know what? I don't think we're all going to live long enough to see anybody held responsible, to be honest with you. And I think that has a lot to do with the healthcare coverage. You know, all of a sudden, this astronomical figures to afford your own healthcare, even working with a company. It's. I mean, I see my family plan for the guys on my job that have kids, and just for the healthcare it was like over $700 a month, and that's before you take out for your 401k, your dental, your vision, long-term disability, maybe extra life insurance. I mean, there's a lot of things we used to be able to add on, and I'm gonna have to cut out all of it. I mean, I put my my better half on my life insurance policy, and I was actually paying for a little extra, God forbid, and I don't think I'll be able to afford that now with the bump in my premium. I'm going to have to cut back on that. I'm going to cut back on my vision, because the vision coverage really doesn't cover shit. I don't know how many of you's got eyeglass coverage out there, but when you go to the eyeglass store, you end up shelling out $400 anyway. I mean, you know, what the fuck does it cover? It covers a $100 pair of fucking frames. Yeah, we know what those $100 frames look like. You know, they take it out of the bottom and show you the shit of the shit. Say, yeah, this is what you cover. This is what your insurance covers you. But the better ones are over here. Nobody's gonna want to wear them. But you know what? It ain't about that. No, I'm thinking the raise in the insurance and this whole chaos with the healthcare has everything to do with Fukushima. I think it does. I think they know we're all going to get cancer. I think they do. And I think they're going to just want every single last dime that we have. All right, so whether you have Obamacare or whether you have your own insurance with your fucking $18,000 deductible, and you know the best of the best doctors are not going to be in your fucking network. I hope you realize that. The best doctors will not be in your network. They'll be out of fucking network. Right, so you got to really pay the premium deductible. And that's what I'm thinking. Let me know if I'm wrong. We could all worry about ISON, and we could all worry about them, Chinese troops in the United States, and we could worry about, the treaty between Mexico and Canada and that whole thing, and we could worry about the economy, and keep fighting about that. And the government seems to do whatever they want. They shut down. Our government is not supposed to shut down. I don't think they're allowed to shut down. I don't know who's making up the rules anymore, but I'm pretty sure that if I was running a company and I just turned around and told the rest of the corporation that I'm just going to shut down, I don't know if that would fly very well. I think I'd be looking for a new job. So I think anybody that walked out and is not doing their job should just walk right the fuck home. If these people don't want to stay in office and get their jobs done, then get them the fuck out. They have no right to do that. Absolutely no right to do that. They're supposed to be in there doing their jobs. I mean, this country is just so fucked up. We can't afford them not to be in there doing their job. Although I don't think they're doing their jobs anyway. I think everybody in the White House and everybody in government is just sitting back laughing at all of us and wondering how can they fuck with us next. I don't think there's going to be much more next. I think they pretty much did what they had to do. The elites are making out like bandits, and we're just going to continue to struggle until we're all dead from cancer. Fukushima is going to fucking kill us all. It's a Pacific genocide. It's only a matter of time before that shit floats around in the water and gets to every fucking coastline there is. Just a matter of time. And you know what? Mother Earth has got all the time in the world. And it doesn't matter. We're all gonna fucking die from this shit, and it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Mother Earth will just readjust herself. She'll fix herself. Eventually all the radiation will go away. And then when it's time, Mother Earth will give birth to another type of species. But thank God, thank you God, it ain't gonna be us. Because we don't know how to live together. We don't know how to get along. We do not know how to help each other. We know how to help each other, empty each other's wallets is what we're good at. Right? It's supposed to be love thy neighbor, not fuck thy neighbor. Okay? And I noticed that too as I was growing up. I mean, it used to be neighbors, you do whatever you want to do. Neighbors didn't rat you out. Now if you try to put up an addition to your house, or, you try to improve the outside, they call the town on you and sick the town on you. Well, they don't have a permit for that. Shut it down. So no, we don't know how to get along. We don't know how to take care of each other. We're just an ignorant species that's been on this planet for a very short time, and we had our time, and we blew it. We blew it hardcore. We really did. And that's it. That's the bottom line. We're all going to die from radiation poisoning. There's no doubt. And if Fukushima doesn't get us, the rest of the nuclear plants in the United States that are breaking down, that are built on fault lines, when we have our meltdowns here, then everybody will be concerned. But you know what? I got news for you. It's too late. It really is. I think it's all too late. I think they're playing games with the healthcare because it's their last effort to rob you blind for the healthcare system. Right? You get sick, you go in the hospital, it's $18,000 out of pocket. Who's got that kind of money today? Even if you put it on all your credit cards. Then what? Then you get out of the hospital and you're in debt for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that you're not going to be able to pay back anyway. So yeah, that's what I think it is. It's a scam to get the rest of our money from us. Peace. And sending a plume of fucking, uranium up in the air, whatever it is, plutonium, PU, all over the place, PU'd all over us, and we're downwind. I was watching, nicely. And now this year, my deductible is about the same, but my premium went up. And I'm kind of lucky because I'm not I'm not on a family plan. So it's not as hard for me. But being the only one in the house with an income, included on 3/12/11, and nobody doing shit about it. Really wasn't on the news at all. They showed a couple of pictures of plants, supposedly the hydrogen explosions, but it looked nuclear to me. I don't know. What's going on, YouTube? I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense out of this this healthcare thing. And, these high premiums all of a sudden. I mean, my premium went up a little bit last year, but I did notice a significant rise in the deductible. Significant still makes it a little rough. Every dollar that bumps up into my paycheck definitely makes it a little harder. But, I'm just kind of wondering, because I've been watching Fukushima since the day it exploded.